2025 has been absolutely stacked with games, and there are so many I'm looking forward to, but there's a genre I don't get to talk about a lot, especially coming from someone who looks like me, a black man, playing games that are in the category of farming sim or cozy. You just don't see that too much, or you don't expect me to play that, but that is one of my favorite genres, and 2025 has absolutely been good for those games, and there are a lot that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. So in today's video, let's talk about the games that I'm looking forward to, mostly farming sims and games that you have kind of life simulations, a little chill, a little more reserved, a little more relaxed as 2025 goes on. What's good, everybody? It's Blue Satire, and as you just heard, we're going to be talking about some cozy games, some farming sim games that I'm looking forward to this year. And a lot of these games are either sequels to games that I've already liked or some new ones, but nonetheless, I didn't think we were getting this output of games that I love and continuations of things that I thought I'd never see again in 2025. And again, it's been a very stacked year, but let me know in the comments section, are there some chill games, some farming sims, some cozy games that you like and you enjoy that you're looking forward to? And if I miss any, let me know in the comments section so I can check that out too. But let's get right into it. The first game on my list comes from Level 5, and it's a game that I loved a long time ago on the 3DS, and it has a sequel coming out on the 18th, so that's either tomorrow or today, depending on when I post this video. But Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, is one I've been looking forward to because I just frankly didn't think we'll see it again. But this was a game that me and a lot of homies talked about and loved on the 3DS, but this time it's on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, with a Switch 2 version coming out as well. Now, my only qualms about this thing right now is that there's a digital deluxe edition that lets you play the game early, but some reason it's not on the Switch 2, which is kind of meh. And also for content creators, it's been a kind of wild ride because there are some rules that they have, and a lot of Level 5 games do this, and you can't stream certain things. They don't want you to spoil, but there's no time frame. So that's kind of iffy, but again, in this slow life RPG, where you can freely switch between 14 unique jobs called lives, you enjoy a carefree life in a fantasy world. So it's an RPG on top of a cozy game. So things you love, getting to know people, farming, things like that, but also you're fighting. The fighting looks fun. There are different classes, but each job has this unique ability that helps you progress the story. And again, this is a JRPG in a sense, on top of being cozy, while also doing those things that you like. I think the Animal Crossing fans that is missing Animal Crossing, want something new, will like this one because a lot of that charm that you liked in Animal Crossing will be here. We got different characters, they got different classes, but also you got decorating your house, different type of furniture. But the quality is you get to make it yourself. You get to be involved in the things that you're doing. And they also have terraforming now. And I know a lot of people like to get on the creative side and build things. So I think that'll be a fun time. But for me, this is one of those games that I was looking forward to because I didn't think I would see it again. And this time you can actually play with other people. You can invite people to your island, explore dungeons, and find your own ways to have fun together. So I think this will be a very fun game for our cozy enthusiasts, our farming sim enthusiasts, and anybody that wants a new experience, or anybody that's waiting on an Animal Crossing-like game, or anybody that likes these type of games. You definitely should check out Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time. I'll probably be playing on the Switch because they get the Switch 2 upgrade. So that means I gotta wait a little bit, but I was looking forward to it, so it is what it is. The next game on my list comes from a franchise that's a spin-off of a legendary farming simulator, Harvest Moon, now called Stroy of Seasons, and that is Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma. The Rune Factory series already has a good following, a bunch of games, 1 through 5, of course some games on the PlayStation and on the Wii as well. But this time they do something a little different. While usually you will farm with traditional means and things like this game focuses on dancing. And I know that sounds weird, but with the dancing, you're able to do those farming tasks that you usually would do, like watering and planting and doing all of those things. But the big thing about the Rune Factory series is its focus on combat. I know on Stardew people like going into the mines, but this was one of the first farming sims that you have combat with different type of weapons and different abilities, as well as magic. I kind of call this one the anime Harvest Moon, the anime Stroy of Seasons, the anime farm sim, because it really has a lot of those elements and a lot of those characters. But a little bit more about this game. You are an earth dancer and you use the power of dance and sacred treasures and weapons like bows, talismans, swords, all those things to purify the land, your farms, and undo the blight's damage. And alongside in this game too, you don't just farm, you rebuild the entire village, construct new places and buildings, entice people to return to the land. So you're in charge of making this land better, and more people will come. And it's essentially a fantasy Japanese life game. Festivals, events, even the monsters probably themed off of yokais and things like that, seasonal events. And also on top of your character being able to romance any of the eligible bachelors and bachelorettes in this game and recruit new friends that aid you in battle. It's those games that have that classic find you a boo, have a life, but this was, like I said, a little bit more anime, and the combat is what stands out in this game because it's very fun and not what you see in traditional farming simulators. And again, this is not even traditional on its own terms because instead of using farming tools, we dancing and stuff. So I'm excited for this one, and this one comes out on the Switch too, and on the Switch and on other systems as well. But I'm excited to play this on the Switch too because some games are just that I played on the DS or 3DS, it just sticks with me, and I want to keep it on the system family that I used to play it with back in the day. The next game on my list, I know a lot of us caught the craze of supermarket simulators and things like that, but what if we make it a little bit cuter and a little bit more pixelated? I really want to play Discounty. And what is Discounty? In Discounty, you manage your own supermarket, you organize and restock the shelves, check on customers, make local trades and deals, befriend the community, you know, the same old. And you salvage a failing shop in a once thriving town and grow it into a thriving business empire. But not everybody in this town wants you to succeed. So it seems like in this game, a lot of weird stuff will be going on too. But my main thing for wanting to play this game is the managing the supermarket thing. I love games that put you in a job or a position, a job that I wouldn't want to do in real life, and make it fun, make it interesting, make it one of those games where you're socializing and getting to know people. That's one of my favorite things about these cozy games, these simulator games, is getting to know people and watching the town, watching this area, watching your story, watching people grow with you. But it seems like in this game, not everybody's gonna be friendly, or there's gonna be some shenanigans going on that will try to deter you from your goal of raising, making sure your shop is a dope shop. But I like that you get to expand your supermarket, you get to talk to people, you get to trade with the locals and do deals. There's a lot of trading and bartering. You design and decorate the shop. So I think this will be a fun time, and this is one of the games I'm looking forward to because we are eating when it comes to these type of games this year. Now here goes the classic that I, again, didn't think we would see again, but they have been remaking all these games in the series under the new name of Stroy of Seasons, and that's Stroy of Seasons Grand Bazzar, formerly known as Harvest Moon Grand Bazzar. So if you liked Harvest Moon back in the day, it's still here, but it's named Stroy of Seasons. And Stroy of Seasons Grand Bazzar was a different one, and it was on the handheld, it was on the DS. So to see this game remade and the graphics that they're in, it looks good, it looks like it runs well. This game was cool because on top of the farming, instead of always putting in the shipping bin, this time you are at the local bazaar with your products. And in this time, Zephyr Town's Bazaar was once the grandest in the world, and customers came from all over the world to get the goods. But these days, it's kind of barren. Nobody go there no more because they ain't got the good stuff over there no more. And that's where you come in as a player. And this time, we're used to the farm. We're used to the cows, the chickens, getting the milk, the produce, the foraging. But you are the business of this town. You are the light in this town. And the more you do, the more you sell, the bigger this world gets. And there's people coming through the shop. What I love about this game is that it looks like a real busy market for real. You're sitting out there with your stall selling your product, and people will stop by and talk with you. On top of the things that make Stroy of Seasons great, with relationship building, getting married, all of that stuff. There's a lot of quality of life things in this game, like using the wind and using the glider to get around a little bit quicker. The world is just reshaped. I love that it looks so good. And it looked good to me as a DS game, but the DS graphics and Switch and PlayStation and Steam graphics look completely different today. So seeing that rehaul is dope. But it's an expanded story, new visuals, voice act. It's a lot that's in this game, and I'm looking forward to this because Stroy of Seasons is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and was the series that really started this farm sim thing back in 1997 with Harvest Moon, and the series that made me look at different games like Animal Crossing and things like this. This is the whole reason for this video, is because of Stroy of Seasons, Harvest Moon, and Animal Crossing. So I think this is a game to look forward to, and I love this, and I'm ready for it when it comes out later this year. And my last game on this list was one I've been looking forward to for years. I think this was announced like in 2020, 2019. It was a long time ago. and that's Witchbrook. And I know a lot of us always wanted to play a game where you could be in the world, the wizarding world, going to school and things like that, because things like that don't exist, right? Yeah, you know, it don't exist. Anyway, welcome to Witchbrook. Discover Mossport, a vibrant seaside where Witchbrook College opens up its doors to aspiring witches like you, and you can live in a magical world. It's the game that I always wanted to play, but in pixel form. You're able to pretty much live off your Hogwarts fantasy in this game in pixel form, and it looks amazing, looks fun. There's also multiplayer, but you get to develop your abilities, you get to go to classes, complete assignments. It's really living that dream that we all had as a kid, fully, but not just by ourselves, but with others. You make memories. It has the classic things that we love with in those cozy, chill games. Going out, spending your free time, earning money, selling your crafts, like kind of like Grand Bazzar in the last game we talked about, and just a lot of different things. It looks like it's gonna be a vibe, and I'm ready to play this game because I've been looking forward to playing a game where I can be a little witch, living my life with other people, a wizard or witch. You're a wizard, Harry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to do that, get some booze, and play this with my homies. I just been looking forward to this one, and I think it's gonna be a great game. And the artwork, I love games that's different. Like, everything doesn't need to be high graphics, 3D, blah, blah, blah. I love when pixel art can be very expressive and show the personality in their games, and Witchbrook has that. So I'm ready for this game when it comes out later in the year. Are you ready for Witchbrook? Let me know in the comment section. Now, there are probably plenty of other games too that I probably left off. I did play Wonder Stop earlier this year, and I love that game. And I made a video about that, so I will talk about that over there. But cozy games and relaxing games are games that I love, and I'm ready for 2025 to show me these games. So let me know how y'all feel in the comment section about the games we talked about. Are any of these ones you're looking forward to? What did I leave out? Let me know in the comment section, and I may have a video about these games and how I love them coming in the later future, because maybe this is something I'll talk about a little bit more. Because I'll be honest with y'all, I'm probably about to be on this Nintendo Switch 2 thing heavy, as well as my indie games and my RPGs, but going back to my roots and the things that I love. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. Y'all have a good day, and I hope y'all play some of these games. Bye-bye.